Alright, let's get started. Today my best friend and I are driving through the desert in our cool car to explore it and then get to our village, and so far everything is great and very cool. But it seems that you happen to it and it starts to stop only. It is not you and me in the middle of the desert, and our car stalled because we ran out of gas, and it is just terrible. What now? You and I will have to walk through the desert, so the hot sun will look for shelter to somehow get to our village. And you and I have no food or water or absolutely nothing. And it is so hot. And you and I do not even have special hats. And it seems to me that soon you and I will feel very bad from the fact that you and I are in the sun for so long. I so hope that you and I will be able to find at least some house with some inhabitant to spend the night there, or wait out all this heat, because honestly, I am already so hot. And I feel that you feel bad too. And I would like to drink some water now, or something else to eat. How hot it is in the desert. And you and I don't even know where to go. I think you and I will die here, and I am very sad about it. Wherever we look, there is just sand everywhere, and no hope that there might be people. And I already feel bad, and I have almost no strength left.
2 hours later.
You and I have been walking for so long through this desert, and I have absolutely no strength left. It seems like you and I will never get out of here. But look, I see a house in the distance. Is this really our salvation? I just don't believe that after so many hours, you and I were able to see a house. Let's run there as fast as possible to knock on the door. I so hope that some resident will live there so that we can rest there. Let's run to that house faster. If this is our only salvation in this gigantic, huge desert from which you and I can't get out, if now it will be some person, then we are saved and we will survive in this desert. I so hope for it because we have no other options. If there is no one there, then you and I will never be able to get anywhere because we will not have the strength. So what do we need to knock on now?
Good day, resident of this house. We would like to ask you to give us something to drink and eat, and to stay with you for some time, because we broke our car and have been in the desert for a long time. In search of our house, I hope you will help us.
Hello guys, of course I will help you, because I rarely have guests, and it is so hard for me here alone and sad. So take a drink of water first, and now let's go to my dining room there. Now you imagine for one, my favorite huge table, and I will give you a lot of cakes you will eat, and then you will have strength again. Yeah, I didn't expect some people here. I am generally shocked that you are the ones who somehow managed to get here, because it is so hot outside, and now in the desert, there is nothing at all and nowhere, and you managed to survive. You are really cool. I hope that you had enough of this food and water, and you have rubber. And now I have a request for you. If you help me collect all the harvest and sit a new one, then in exchange for this, I will give you all the necessary equipment in water. I am on the road and also show you how to get to your village. I think that this is a good deal, so I am waiting for you to do your part of the work, and then I will give you everything.
Of course we agree with your proposal and will do everything to be asked. You don't have to worry about it for now. Relax in your house. How cool that you and I are so lucky that this resident was here. Not only did he give us water and food, but if we complete his task, we will also receive full equipment and also a map of how to get home. This is simply incredible. Therefore, I think that now you and I need to try very hard and do everything as quickly as possible. After all, I really want to get to our house to swim in our pool, watch TV, play computer games, and much more. What is this? This is not a difficult task for us. Here we just need to sew it, then put everything nicely in a chest, and then we will be ready to rest. For now, everything is working out for us. Excellent. I am glad that you and I are such cool professionals.
After all, you and I are best friends, and you and I have a very cool way of sowing different seeds. Besides, we have a village where we have to sit in very large gardens, and he has a small garden here, so you and I will cope very quickly. Apparently, we always do everything perfectly, and this time, we will also be able to take it perfectly. He has a small garden here, there is water. To be honest, it is not surprising where he gets water from here, because it is just a desert. And how can he survive here without water at all, which means he has a source of water somewhere. This is really cool. And I am also wondering why he lives in the desert. You are so sad and bad here, because he is alone. He has full equipment, thanks to which he can easily get to the nearest village, but he does not. Apparently, this is such a mystery. Okay, in principle, it does not matter to us. The main thing is that we can get to our village. And now the main thing, for us, it was clean equipment.
So it was to get the work that we are doing now. It seems to me that everything is working out great with you, because we also have bone meal, which helps us speed up the collection and cultivation of all crops. This is just wonderful because soon you and I will finish, and we will be able to give him everything we have collected, and then he will give us pressure in water, food, and in general, everything that is needed. I think that this is just great. We have been working with you for so long that I seem to be a little tired, but I am sure that it will not last long, and now we are already with you. We finish work, and we'll go to him.
We have already done quite a lot of work, and soon we will need to finish, and we will finally be able to go on a journey to get to our village. It will be just wonderful. I can already imagine how we will be at home in our cozy apartment, where there are sofas, there is a shower, and there is no terrible scorching sun, and there will be no sand anywhere around. How good that! Because you and I are such a well-coordinated team, we do everything so quickly, and here there is only a couple more seedlings left to plant, and everything will be absolutely ready. I already want to get the equipment as quickly as possible and go on the road. Look, we seem to have already completely finished with you, and now we need to put everything we have collected in a chest and go and take the rest of the things to our friend, the resident who helped us a lot. It was hard, but you and I managed, and now we can go for the equipment.
I completely agree with you. We have finished our work, and now we can go to this resident. It is just wonderful, because honestly, I am already so tired. What? Hello, resident. We have finished all the work and planted everything that you told us, and then put everything in the chest here. We can give you a little more hay so that you believe that we have worked. And honestly, we are very tired and would like you to finally give us equipment and show us the way to our village.
Guys, thank you very much for fulfilling my request. And you did everything as I told you. And now, in return, as I promised, I will give you enough water, some food, so that you can get to your village, and also special hats, so that the sun does not bake your head too much. And now I will show you on this map how you need to get to your village correctly. As you can see on this map, you need to go here, then there, then turn here, and then turn there. And in principle, if you do everything correctly, you will reach this village. And this village just happens to be there. And your village and your house will be there.
You and I have been walking for so long! And look there in the distance! An invasion of some desert zombies that can kill us! Well, it's good that you and I have equipment, and now we can defend ourselves from these terrible zombies. Let's kill these terrible zombies, and you stupid zombies, get it from you! We will kill very easily because we are strong and never give up and always get what we want, and you will die today because you are very weak. How cool it is that you and I managed to fight them, because we are really cool professionals. And it seems that victory is on our side because we very easily defeat these desert zombies. It's just wonderful because you and I still have a very long way to go.
Look, you and I have been walking for so long and it's already getting dark. But I see some houses in the distance, and it seems that this is a mini settlement in which I think you can buy a house for one night by paying money for it. I'm very glad that you and I managed to find this settlement in time. Let's go as quickly as possible to the seller who rents out these houses and buy a house from him to spend the night. I think this is just an excellent option. And finally, we will be able to spend the night in a normal house. Hello, can you please sell us a house for one night and we will pay you a lot of money for it? Thank you very much. Now we will take the key and then go to that house to spend the night. Honestly, I'm so tired today. You and I have come so much that I am already very sore. And then we ate with these empty zombies, which of course we easily defeated. And, you know, I think that you and I really need to have a good rest now because tomorrow we still have a very long road ahead of us. So we need to get ready and go to bed.
How well we slept together, it was really great. Well, now we need to quickly go to that seller and bring him the key to this house, because we only rented it for one night and then we can continue our journey. And this is wonderful. I am so glad that everything is going so well with you and me. So we have already given the keys to that seller, and now we can go further. I honestly can't even imagine how long we will have to walk. but I am sure that you and I will cope because we are so cool. After all, when we get home, we will have such a good rest.
I'm already so tired of walking, and you and I have completely run out of water, and you and I still have a long way to go, and without this, we won't last long. And honestly speaking, I'm hot and very sick. I want to drink water so much, but look, it seems I see a well with water in the distance. I hope that this is not a mirage and this is really true. Let's get to that well as quickly as possible and see if there is water there. If there is water, then you and I are saved, and it will be simply incredibly wonderful. And it is true, there is water here and now. You and I can collect a lot of water and continue our journey. It's simply wonderful now. I've drunk water and I feel much better. Now I have the strength to move on. And now we also have a very large supply of water, which will last us until the end of our journey.
How long have we been walking together? I just can't imagine how much longer we have to walk. Look, there's a small building in the distance. Let's go and see what's there, because I'm really interested. Maybe it will somehow help us get to our house faster. And that was already really great. Look, horses are sold here for bottles and water. And you and I just happen to have some, or with water, I'm even just great. And you and I can mount these horses to get to our house as quickly as possible. I can't even believe that you and I are so lucky. And that in the middle of the desert, there is a vendor who sells horses. And forget about water. How lucky we were then. We found a well and collected a lot of bottles of water. It's just wonderful. Now we can get home much faster. How beautiful and fast these horses are!
You and I have been downloaded these horses for so long that we have already found ourselves in another biome. This means that we are near our village, and this is true. Look, we were finally able to get to our village, and I am glad about this because it is simply incredible. Finally, we can take off these hats from the terrible sun, and now we can calmly walk around our village. What do I want to do as quickly as possible to get to our house, leave our horses, take a shower, change clothes, and go for a walk around our village? And I still can't believe that you and I managed to make such a long journey and get to our village on foot.
Well, we are finally at our house, and we can tie up our horses so that they can rest from such a long journey. After all, they have been traveling for so long with you. They really need a rest, and yes, and now we can go into our house with you. The first thing I want to do is go to our pool as quickly as possible to have fun and have a great time swimming in it. After all, I love our pool so much and have fun in it that it is simply incredible. After all, we have not been in the water and swam for so long that I think that this is simply the best activity that can be thought up now. Look, how cool it is now that we can jump from a springboard and have a great time and have fun. This is the best time. How cool it is to jump in this refreshing, cool water. When I remember the heat that was in the desert, I get goosebumps. To be honest, I get such pleasure from the fact that we are swimming with you that it is simply impossible to describe in words, but it seems that we have already swum enough and I have a good idea. Let's go to a cafe and it is very tasty. Let's have a bite.
I think this is just a great idea because you and I were so hungry, especially when we were swimming in the pool, that now I'm ready to eat a lot of pizza and burgers and steaks because I'm really hungry. It's so good that you came up with such an idea. Well, let's go together as quickly as possible. Let's go to our favorite cafes where they make the most delicious food in the world and eat very tasty. It's so good that you and I got there so quickly. We didn't have to walk across the entire desert like we did then. We literally had to take a couple of steps, and we were already right next to our cafe. It's so big and so cool. Look, now we're gonna eat pizza and a lot of steaks. It's just great because I'm so hungry and it's so delicious in this cafe as always. I don't know which cafe is better in our city because they cook very tasty food here. It's just incredible. I haven't eaten such great food for so long that I can't even express how glad I am that I can sit in this cafe and eat so tasty. Because today is the best day. You and I were able to get out of here alive.
Well, we had a great time swimming in the pool, ate well, and now we've come home again. Now we'll feed our horses, and then I suggest we go to our rooms because I'm really tired and really want to get some sleep. And I think you're really tired too. We had a really busy day, and we spent a lot of days in the desert. Now we can tell all our friends about it. And now let's just go to our rooms and rest. Because if something happens, I really want to sleep. That's why I'll be all alone in my room, resting.
I completely agree with you. Let's go to our separate rooms and rest. Yes, today was a very hard day, and I'm so tired that it seems to me that I'll only lie down on the bed now and fall asleep right away. It was a fun adventure.